Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna turn on the camera in just a few seconds. Hello, Greg. Good afternoon. Little surprise early Final Fantasy stream today. The answer was definitely not Hearthstone, I'll tell you that. Oh, hey. Hello, everyone. Hello. Somewhere up in here, there is a Cliff. He's sleeping up there's. Not feeling Hearth? No. No, I want to play something else. Something that's not Sekiro as well. Although, I liked Sekiro yesterday. But, I want to play something that's not painful. Something that's just pure fun. And Lord knows I don't want to queue into Quest Warrior right now. That nonsense. How's your day going, Greg? Pop some eggs. It's time to do some main story quest, eh? What I was doing this morning in this game, for anybody who is curious, I was playing Lancer for the first time. Got it to level 10. So right now my job's in the between 10 and 20. Lancer, Pugilist, and Archer. Arcanist, 23. Haven't gone back to that. The tanks are around 40. Been playing some Samurai for roulettes. You're doing okay today? I'm doing fine. I've just been busy, man. So far today, gotten 10,800 steps, and it's not even 12:30 in the afternoon. So I'm ready to just chill out for a bit. I gotta take down the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree and the nutcrackers have to go, so I figured let me relax a little bit on stream right now. Play a chill game. And when stream is over, I'm gonna get some food. Unfortunately, yeah, I had to get my steps in early, Greg, because it's raining for the entire rest of the day. And I took an umbrella with me pretty much and finished up the 10th. I took Cliff on I don't know, maybe a 2-mile walk today. So he got his exercise in for the day. Then I went out for another 2-mile walk on my own, pretty much. And that solidified the 10,000 steps. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some food after this. Gotta take down the Christmas tree. And I uploaded Sekiro's VOD from yesterday to YouTube. Fate. You know, it's level 40. Which means should do this as a paladin to while I'm here. Where's that Fate? Very efficient in terms of my time. Hey, Wastoid. What up, my bro? Good to see you guys. Happy weekend. I know Wastoid's got a weekend going on right now. I do declare. Good to see you, gentlemen. Hello, hello. Doing small chores. Baby chores. Yeah, this paladin does not take any damage. Why doesn't he take any damage? Wild. Also, this guy doesn't want to die, eh? Pally strong. Hey, what's up, Duhan? Duhan the guy. Welcome on into the broadcast today, everybody. He's a boss monster. Yeah, I'm only level 41. This dude's level 40. So we're not really that much above this dude. And Paladin doesn't really do much damage. So yeah, it might take a little bit to kill this guy, but no biggie. We're doing the fate to just level up before we do main story quest. Oh, the entire fate is killing this guy? You are correct. I like these fates, actually, where you just kill a boss monster. I like these ones. They're very simple. Just kill this guy and you're done. I like these a lot. Done. I was just there to grab a little XP. You know what we could do while we're here? Just kill a couple of... Let's see how much XP we get from killing this one. So right now we're at about 89,000. Wastoid with 50 consecutive streams. God dang, man. How much XP? We got a good chunk right there. Like 700. I'll take it. It's only a little bit, but I might as well take it while I'm here. We'll get to that main story quest in just a second. You just slaughter a few innocents. Need to figure out which tank you like. Is it not the basic Paladin Warrior, was it? You prefer something different, Greg? Those two don't do it for you. Oh, it's Quinn! I know that name. I know that name. Hello, sir. Wave right back at you, man. Good. Oh, I can't say good morning. Maybe it's morning where you are, but where I'm at, 12:30 in the afternoon. So good afternoon. What's up, Quinn? Quinn is from Antokyo's community. We are about to do some main story quest here. So let's see. The main story quest where we just left off with the Path of the Righteous. Apparently we failed to apprehend Iceheart. That's exactly where we left off. We just came face to face with her. You've driven the heretics from their lair. Hopefully Alphina will take comfort in this partial victory. Lord let's do a little recap. Lord Drillmont fears that the heretics may fall upon the allied forces at Snowcloak before reinforcements can reach them. Lest they be taken unawares, he bids you make haste to the frozen wall. To the wall! And warns Sir Aymeric of the danger. Your warning comes as little surprise to Sir Aymeric, who reveals that he had been anticipating an attack. Okay. Before you can rise to Alphino's defense, is it? Ida appears. That's right. She appeared and kicked some ass. And subdues the heretics with a flurry of blows. The battle for Snowcloak has begun. This is post ARR? I believe so, Duhan. Yeah. I don't think we've made it to Heaven's Sword yet. By the way, I will explain that. Because I don't know if Quinn is aware or anyone else. I kind of call it Heaven's Sword on purpose. So... you don't need to correct me. I do it for fun. Yeah, we haven't made it to Heaven's Sword yet. The battle for Snowcloak has begun, and for a moment, Alphino is concerned until the fortuitous discovery of a promising tunnel serves to brighten his spirits. Alas, the tunnel is rather narrow and will not accommodate more than a handful of troops at a time. Given that additional numbers may prove more a hindrance than a help, it is decided that the task of charting the tunnel should be entrusted to a small and highly mobile party of seasoned adventurers. By the way, Quinn, how's your Saturday going? Have you done anything good today, or are you just taking today off? Yeah, Duhan, I hear you there. Like a realm reborn after the calamity, was it? Breathing life back into the realm. Speak with the stalwart temple knight. God, there's a lot to read right here. Okay, I'm kind of good on that now, chat. That's a little recap right there. That took longer than I expected. What news, Yuna? I'm kind of ready to play. But yeah, we came face to face with Iceheart, and I don't really remember that VOD to what happened very well there. So far, so good. Got up early, went to the gym, went for a run, had lunch, and just getting home. Quinn, you sound like me. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. I've gotten about 11,000 steps worth of exercise so far today, man. So, excellent work, Quinn. Good for you. Love hearing that. Stormblood is part of a poem. I see. Iceheart is but a pseudonym, not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable. Oh, the alpha. We gotta do the Alphino voice. That she managed to escape is regrettable. But from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? I gotta sink into Alphino a little bit here. The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. We made him a little sassy. 12 be praised, Yuna. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Back to your Endwalker, MSQ. Have fun. Alrighty, Duhan. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV on a weekend, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. Hell yeah. What a great game. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urianger have been busy perusing the archives of House Fortem, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you are intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Ugh. Welp. Hell yeah, Quinn, that's awesome. Greg, did you go for a walk today or not so much? Let's see. Let me make sure the audio is coming. Oops, I missed that one line. Okay. Would that it... Minfilia. All right. Actually, hang on. I got to fix my computer. 1 second here. Okay. There we go. Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. It's my Minfilia voice. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. You walked a couple miles. Nice, Greg. Hell yeah, dude. How's the knee holding up? How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Yeah, for real, I don't want to go into the anatomy. Don't be Googling that now, chat. The union of man and dragon. How does it work anatomically? I mean, unless you're into that kind of stuff. Don't you go posting any links here in chat. I don't want to see that. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortem. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. When it's cold or raining, gotcha. Well, it's both of those things here. But, you're lucky. Your temperatures are not... I'm jealous. Not you're lucky. I'm just jealous that your temperatures are much warmer than up here in New Jersey. Alphino, you said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping. Did you not?
Yeah, I think she did.
Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. Minfilia, I think Sir Aymeric might take issue with her methods. I gotta sound a little bit more natural. God damn, it's 63 where you are? Holy mama. That's awesome, dude. It's only, I don't know, maybe in the 40s. It's warm here, which means in the 40s. Amaric. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it.
Yes, Lord Commander.
It's been a while since I've done these voices. We gotta work on the repertoire still. I need more variety. I always do the doofus voice for these knights.
Oh, yes, Commander.
You pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Amaric. Yo, Pastor! Oh, Jesus. Pastor, we're oh God. Jesus, Pastor. Well, hey, it's not my fault. It's, Shiva's fault. She's the one getting freaky. It's all her fault. Don't shoot the messenger now. What's up, Pastor? Good to see you, man. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy... Oh, wait, it's Alpha now. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halon? Is it Halonay? Halon? Was it not by the will of Halon that your ancestors came to this land? Why, they took up arms against the Dravanians, no? What would they have done in your position, I wonder?
There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will. That unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men.
Alright, this voice acting, I'm loving it actually. I'm getting into it now.
We're all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and scriptures tell us only so much. Why, thank you very much, Pastor, my pastor. Perhaps you'd go well with some pasta.
Dude, how's your Saturday going, bro? By the way, I should say, if you are not following the fantastic Pastor Greg, I would highly recommend it. What an excellent person. Whatever he streams, I'm always happy to watch. If I were to recommend any streamer to you, I could think of no one greater than Pastor Greg. He's in the San Antokyo category. The S tier. He's in the S tier, along with my man Antokyo and Brigidus, and there's one more in the S tier. Who was it? Don't remember. There was someone else. Anyway. I need to play a little bit more here. Let me catch up with chat. Not gonna lie, you've been playing your other character here and there and been doing your own voices for them. Makes it very enjoyable. Hell yeah, Greg.
Hey, I'm Papa Limo. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Now what the hell is that bonehead Ida gotten herself into?
Him and his daughter are very funny together. Dude, she was awesome. She's awesome, man. I'm so glad she's not dying anymore. You know my turns of phrase there. She was terribly sick for a while, not actually dying. I'm glad she's feeling better.
Would that it told us more.
Greg, that's awesome to hear. You're doing voices
For your characters also. Are you building out your repertoire of voice acting?
That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. She's doing so much better. Yeah, that's a big relief, man. Big relief. A welcome trait at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Minfilia, mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed? Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. You're looking for a belated birthday Boo? You want me to dress up like Boo from Mario? Is that what I'm hearing? What's up, Josh? Good to see you, man. Shiva was real. A living, breathing woman. Of that, there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. Thank you, Greg. I turned 37 yesterday, and this is the first birthday that I can say I got a few silver hairs coming in. I wonder what I'll look like at the age of 38. You think that's a great idea? The sole exception being good King Mogomog the 12th. The myth made manifest in... Wait, hang on. I'm Menphilia. The sole exception being good King Mogomog the 12th. The myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Moggles Guard. Yeah, Josh, that is the Pastor Greg, the streamer I was actually just recommending to you yesterday. He's here. Okay, I'm Alphino. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Holy Jesus, 1,000 birthday bits! Pastor Greg, thank you so much for the birthday gift. That is incredibly generous of you. Holy mamacitos. Guess who's streaking at the moment? Pardon? Beg your pardon? You wish Twitch streams have subtitles? You're in a loud restaurant at the moment. Great. That means we can talk mad shit about Josh right now and he won't hear us. Love you, Josh. Pastor, thank you so much for the birthday gifts, the birthday bits. And Wastoid, if you're here, thank you so much for all the subs yesterday. Good to see you, Josh. We were only saying nice things about you, definitely not talking any smack. Yo, what kind of restaurant are you in? Yeah, Wastoid, you were incredibly generous yesterday with all the birthday subs, man. Thank you so much. Good thing he can't read. Screw that Josh guy. Couldn't have said it better myself. Yo, Josh, what kind of restaurant you in, bro? Hibachi me, dude. Hell yeah. I gotta read a little bit of this game here, chat. Saint Shiva may differ, but what are the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Menphilia. They have them both in abundance. Okay, that's a little too much sass right there. Yeah, Josh, I already got in 11,000 steps today, so I got in my exercise. I walked the dog for a couple miles. I'm gonna end stream, I don't know, in a few hours, whatever. I'm gonna take down the Christmas tree, I'm thinking, today, and get some food. And I might do another stream tonight. I'll talk about Josh. I hear he plays. He might. He dabbles. Can that truly be all that is required? Oh, how dare you, says Josh. All right, my survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetheryte Ice Heart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second aetheryte, however, they've been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Josh, you have a good time last night with Antokyo and crew? It seemed like you were having a whole diddle-dee-doo of a good time. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlayan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. By the way, my voice for Alphino and Minfilia were identical, so I had to separate them. That's why we made him sassy. You've never formed a party that big in 14 that wasn't just roulettes. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, and Tokyo has such a great community for bringing the masses together. Their glamours were so glamorous. Hell yeah, dude. Alphino. While Minfilia looks into our aetherite problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly, despite our numbers. Carthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware.
Who, me? They look up to me?
Good. I knew you would understand. Yuyuhase can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilberd and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. It really makes you tempted to move data centers. It's hard for the moment because you have a decorator working on the house, but maybe someday, or you got a plumber coming next week or something, Josh, as well. You renovating, putting in a deck, an awning, fence. You get along with your neighbors. What is this? Yuyuhase. Okay, I was gonna say. There you are, Yuna. Who's this person? It's a Lalafell. Okay, Lalafell voice. There you are, Yuna. Commander Levailleur instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the third hail from Ulda. Is it Ulda or Ulda? I'm gonna go Ulda. And for a man accustomed to the feeling of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danafin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. You gave a guy 10 million gil to craft a ton of decor items and make your little home amazing? God damn, dude. You really wanted to glam the house up. Holy jeez, bro. Dude, I'm not even at 1 million. Then again, I am a sprout. Sprout life. I mean, you don't need to change data centers. You can still play with all of us like you have been. It just what? You just gotta transfer whenever you need them.
Bowels balls. My ankle's on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something. Twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danafin Pass. Hurry, and you might catch up. You aren't sure of where to go. Look for the tracks. This snow is fresh. They shouldn't be hard to find. All my accents sound the same. Whether I'm trying to be Irish, Scottish, or British, they all sound rather the same.
What's everyone up to this weekend? You know, same thing we do. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. You know, same thing we do every night, Josh. Try and take over the world. Of Eorzea. All have the same accents. Personally, I'm not bothered by that at all. I think the voice acting is fantastic in the game. But I could see how you could want some more variety. Thankfully, they have diversity when it comes to... Thankfully, they're not all white people in the game. I love the diversity in their appearances, you know? Their cultures as well. The way they talk. The tracks lead southeast. This is my character. See, all the accents sound the same. Especially when they're different races. Scion, what you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. It was a great scaled beast and... Yu Hase? I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. For the greater good. What about you, Josh? What are you up to this weekend? You hanging out with the lady? Apparently we're samurai right now. I love me some samurai. We were talking about the job tier list last night in Antokyo's stream. I was like, oh my god, samurai. My favorite right now. Hacking and slashing, baby. You never notice that everyone's basically British until later on? How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks, I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. Yo, Quinn, what jobs do you like? Or classes do you prefer to play? Yeah, I would have had no clue they were British until someone kind of told me, Quinn. I had no clue in ARR. There's a group who tries to do an American accent. It's much worse. What would an American accent even sound like? I need more guns. Not enough guns. I don't know, that's... Anyway. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be waiting. Be late and be left for dead. Oh, damn. Quinn is a dropping variety up in here. White mage, black mage, squala, sage, machinist, and warrior. Nice. Damn. Gave us a whole list. Hell yeah. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Well, Quinn, since I don't know if you've seen, White Mage is actually at the top, along with Samurai, for my favorite jobs. I'll give you the rundown on how we started this game. I started off with Conjurer, but I quickly switched to Arcanist, and then I quickly switched to Black Mage, where we completed A Realm Reborn, fully with Black Mage. Then I tried Red Mage for a bit, and that was very cool. Since then, I've been playing Samurai the most, and I've just been leveling up all these other jobs over time. So Paladin and Warrior, I've been giving some love to the tank class. Ninja was cool with Rogue, and Pugilist, Lancer, and Archer, I'm a baby there. And this is where we are. And I've cooked a dish. Culinarian level 3, baby. Tremble and beware. We're going places, culinarily speaking. Quinn, where's your tier list video? Oh my god, that tier list was so much fun. I love that. Last night was fun. Hell yeah, dude. I was having such a good time with the tier list. I was actually walking my dog for maybe 30 to 40 minutes of it. It was really good company as I was walking. You can make a tier list. You get super anxious streaming. Wait, you stream sometimes? You have 11 followers? You trying to have 12? Let me drop a follow. I don't know if you ever stream, but you have been followed. Should have 12 now. No pressure. No pressure. Hey, he has 12 now. All right. The suspicious Curthin. I'm through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. This is my villainous voice. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gate. Oh, this dude does not look like... To get over it and stream more frequently. Do you use a camera or no, Quinn? Because doing it with no webcam may help with some anxiety. If you ever need to chat, if you ever want to chat, Quinn, happy to give you some time of mine to talk about anything that might be worrying you about streaming. We're all friendly people here. We just want to have fun and play games, yeah? Oh my god, not the return of the South Park voice. I got addicted as hell to that South Park voice last stream. You haven't used a camera before? Only really have a good mic. Nice. Nice, Quinn. We'll stay with her then, if you think you'll fare any better. A Waka impression? Hey, brother. It's me, Waka. I love me some Titus and Blitzball. I don't know. How do you do a Waka impression? Hey, brother. Is he like, what is that? Hawaiian? Aloha. I don't know how to do a Waka impression. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can tell you this, since I'm Waka, I don't like those stinky out bed. That's so terrible, bro. That's not even Waka. Oh my god. Okay. Yo, Waka's tough. Hey, man. She's just a summoner. Oh my god, that is not Waka. How do you do a Waka? Hang on. Hang on. Waka voice lines. Hang on. Let me... I gotta do this for a second since we're here. What's up? Something here? I get the picture. All right, let's go. He's tough. That's tough. Hey, you okay? How do you do this voice? Oh, I can't do that. I don't even know how to do that. That's too rich for my blood. Hey, you, want to try that move, one more time? That's tough. Now, there's no need for that. That terrible Waka impression. That was something. No shame, baby. No shame. Yugiri? Isn't this the lady that Antokyo... Is this the lady Antokyo was saying he really likes? There are places like this, I think it is her, right? There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. It is her! This is the person Antokyo was saying he likes. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. Yeah, Quinn, I am curious why people like her, because I don't know anything about her. So color me intrigued. No, I've done no wrong. None but me in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only skilled... 3, 6, 9. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Fancy meeting you here, Yuna. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web! Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who's been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphino is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy.
Yo, Funky, hello.
How's your weekend going, Funk? We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills. Skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Yuna, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report.
Yo, Funky, good to see you, man.
Hope you've been having a good weekend. It's Joe. Hello, Joe. Just been chilling all day. Housework can wait till tomorrow. I wish I could say that, bro. I've been putting off taking down this Christmas tree long enough. The Christmas tree is coming down later today. After the stream, actually. But enjoy chilling for me, Funky. This is what I'm doing now, is chilling right now. Do a little bit of work later. Captain Alphino, Captain Ilbert seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. And back to talking. Ooh. Stuff. How's everybody doing? It's been a good day so far, Joe. Got my 11,000 steps in. Chilling now. Gonna take down the tree. Maybe do another stream later. Gonna cook up some shrimp this afternoon. I cannot wait. Oh, I can't wait to cook up some shrimp. Captain Ilbert. Wait, yeah, your report, if you will.
Aye, Commander. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We've ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. How about you, Joe? You working today? There were 5 on the list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortem. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, Alphino. Alphino does not talk in that register. Well,
That is one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? Now that's a verb I do not know. That must... prizing? It reminds me of to pry. Pry it off. I've never seen that word, to... prizing off his mask.
I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider then that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed.
You mean to say that the agent is among Rauban's innermost circle? Someone who's been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment?
'Tis the most plausible explanation, I'm afraid. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand.
To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years.
I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the three grand companies, Uldar's was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Uldar's military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Rauban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small amount. 3, 6, 9. There remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks.
Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company.
A good deal easier then than now, aye.
The Immortal Flames... Oh, that's my Discord. Actually, did I... Okay, hang on 1 second. I gotta mute my Discord. Alright. Alright. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nael van Darnas's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would have never risked supplying Rauban with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present.
Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. You destroyed that plate of food. What'd you get, Josh? What kind of food? I know you said hibachi, but tell us a little more.
Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies.
Understood, Commander.
Damn, that sounds awesome, Josh. I shall send word to Sir Amaric informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. Crab rangoon and hibachi steak and a chicken dish? That sounds fantastico.
It is time, Commander.
Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been required. I would have you accompany me, Yuna. As the realm's stoutest champion, 'tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. You posted on Discords?
Ooh, excuse me. Oh, mama.
Multiple discords, I see, eh? That reminds you, you need to make lunch. Gonna go walk it off. Alrighty, Josh. Well, I'd say you too for having have a good rest of your stream too, buddy. See, man. Like me, you are doubtless eager to include our business with Iceheart. Wait, what did I just say? Include? 3, 6, 9. Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together.
Yome.
Oh yeah.
Tendrils of intrigue. Right on.
Tendril me, dude. I think we gotta travel here, right? Yeah, Conjurer's Guild. Hell yeah. Alfino. There we are. My thanks for coming, Yuna. When you are ready, speak with the Conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. Eh? Oh, it's this way. Okay. I looked everywhere but towards her. The Alliance leaders await you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now?
I think so.
Oh, damn.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
All right. Let me just... excuse me for yawning. Forgive me. It's all Greg's fault.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
Not you, Pastor. The other Greg.
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign.
Nah, you're not Greg here. You're Pastor. Greg is someone else here. If I ever say Greg, it's not to you, Pastor.
Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
Good luck remembering that, though, Pastor. I'm sure we'll have this talk many times.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Look at this Arthas-looking guy. Is this the Lich King right here? Jeez, this dude looks absolutely evil. Look at that armor. Look at that cape. Look at that. Look at everything. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Look at that. Very nice. Definitely Arthas right here.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Nah, it's a running joke between Greg and myself. I just randomly say it's all Greg's fault. And he's adopted it.
It was the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
And sometimes goes, it's all Ryze's fault. Arthas over here.
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
That helmet would never stay on this person's head. Yeah, Pastor. It's absolutely Arthas, aka the Lich King. That helmet is not secured whatsoever to this guy's head. This guy did a single jumping jack. That thing would fly off so fast. But we can pretend it's Velcroed on.
So, young Varys has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Getting hit with yawns right now. I don't even know why. I'm not tired. I'm not sleepy. I try never to yawn on stream, so forgive me. Not trying to spread it. You're not wrong. That guy is a bit broad. What's up, Jay?
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Jay, you made me laugh out loud. Bet they need custom doors. Yeah, right? That's a very good line.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions.
His voice is awesome, man. I don't know how that voice actor does it. Obviously, they do it by speaking. My God, very impressive speaking ability by that guy.
But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again if their emperor gives the word.
Bro, there's no way that that voice actor is something like 5'2" or 5'4" or even 5'6". He's gotta be bigger than that. Just gotta be.
When, not if. They say this Varys was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Rauban has always been your fave. Always thought he sounds kind of like Worf. Oh, from the Next Generation. That was my favorite episode of Star Wars. Just a
Plainly,
joke.
The new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Yeah, Worf was my favorite Jedi, man. Remember when he used the blaster? It was great. The Next Generation, was that the one with Patrick Stewart? Or was that the one with Janeway?
Well, I suppose we should be grateful
Patrick.
that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
My family watched a lot of The Next Generation and a lot of Voyager. Voyager! Thank you, Joe. My family watched so much of those two shows growing up.
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming.
Yes, Jay, this is what our character looks like as a samurai. If we were to change jobs right now to white mage, it would look completely different. But yeah, that's me. This is me now.
So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Thanks, Jay. Looks like my Alphino voice might be a little too sassy, by the way. He actually does sound like a nice guy. Yeah, I liked both of those Star Trek shows, The Next Generation and Voyager. Man, Voyager takes me back just hearing that word for Star Trek. My God. It will not have escaped. So I should not make him so sassy then. He doesn't deserve it. He's like actually sounding like a nice guy, Alphino. This was my voice for Alphino. I need to make him sound a little bit nicer. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Golem... 3, 6, 9. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. Yeah, Joe, but the issue was I gave him and Minfilia the same voice, so I just needed a way to distinguish them. So I'm just gonna make him nice while still sounding young, because he looks like he's actually not young, right? Isn't he one of those... Is he... I don't know. There was one race or whatever, subdivision of humanity in this game. Like the dude in charge of the Conjurers Guild. They look like a teenager, but they're actually super old. I don't remember the name of that race, but I don't know if he's one of them. I don't know how old he is, actually. I know he's the grandchild of Louis Soir. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust among the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Alfie can be sassy. Take the Lominsons, for instance. Though Admiral Merlwyb outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. In likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Oldans scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Boy, each section of the population gets dragged, huh? Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Uldan society, Teleji Adeleji, for example, but that is beside the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. See, this is the voice I give Minfilia as well, so I'm gonna have an issue there. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Maybe I'll give him a little more bass then. Baritone, whatever the word is. Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Ilberd has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Yuna. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilberd near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Kurthus, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy.
Thank you very much.
New Gridania. You know what? Right next to a crystal. Let's do the walking thing. Yeah, it's literally right here. This person. Judgment, bolts, and lightning? I actually don't have this. It appears that the Lord of Levin walks the Twelveswood again, Lord Ramu. From what I understand of the Elder Seedsayer's explanation, you're like, okay, we know what this is gonna be. Quest accepted. Speak with Delexia at Little Solace. Okay, we picked that up. The Beard Daddy Extreme, your favorite kind of trial, Joe.
My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless, the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Alright, which one are we taking? Whoa. Holy McGillicuddies, this is awesome. Yo, this is an awesome piece of attire. Ooh, this is nice too. What is this chest thing though? This chest thing is, I don't know. I don't know about that chest thing. What's that little spike coming off of her? Okay, it's like a neck protector. Nope, gets a no. Whoa. Bro, these are nice. I like, oh, this is nice. Oh, man. I like this. What's this for? Pugilist, rogue, monk, ninja, samurai, viper. I don't, you know, I kind of liking this one because I actually have been tanking. I'm actually gonna take, we really not picking this? Oh, this is sick. All right, I'll take the last one. It's dyeable, we could change the colors. I don't think that would help. It was definitely my least favorite out of those three. God, I love this music. What are we getting here? Triple cream coffee. Anybody want some? Yum yum. Listen well. The spy we've been seeking all this time is none other than the Flame Marshal Eileen Roai. Roai. I don't know. Roai. I'll call her Roai. Raban's second in command. Jesus. Second in command? Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. She's gotta go. She's gotta go. When he formed the Grand Company, Rauban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after way the Holy See forsook the alliance. Yet, the monetarists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Roai was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the monetarists? But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Roai's presence here now. As you may be aware, it's the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Rauban attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless on some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames' records for evidence of Roai's guilt, but if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? I think so. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. I was wondering if we're gonna have to confront her somehow, or if someone else might do it.
Looks like it's gonna be us. There he is.
Roai is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Okay.
Rowena. Yeah, I bought one of these, right? What is this? I actually don't have any of this one. Cool. I thought I had one. Oh. Yo, we got matching pantaloons. Hell yeah, baby girl. Yo, we got the set. Where are we going? It's out.
So, Rawai has entered the Carline canopy, meeting someone perchance. Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephemi is her name. I shall remain here in case Rawai reappears.
I gotta run a little ad here. Doing 30-second ads so they're not too brutal. We jump. Yuna Yevon, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? Oh, is this a dude? No. Damn, she's tall. A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every... That's interesting. I wonder what she's No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, oh, she's like whispering that. Okay. Well, don't let me keep you. So she ain't down here.
Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you're sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out, either. Where in the Seven Hells could she have gone? The Roost! How could I forget? Roost in it. Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Montoy tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You're a shinobi of Doma.
The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows.
Thank the 12 for the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, Roai would have disappeared without a trace.
Alright, time to pick. It's time to pick. Oh, baby. Oh. Okay. Ooh, spicy. Oh, baby. Yo, that's looking filthy. Last but not, bro, this is actually nice, but a little, I don't know. It's so close to being good. It's so close to being good. It's just my opinion. I don't dig the whole Alice in Wonderland. It's close. It's very close. I just don't like this geometry here. And the neck thing. Just not a fan of that. It's the color scheme is excellent though. And I don't know what I think about the chest there, how it's different. I don't know, it's like a jester. Okay. It's gotta be the middle one. Middle one is regal as hell, baby. Alright, that middle one's got it going on. If I go to White Mage, go to character. Samurai. Alright. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Roai's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. The sweetest of blooms. I'm just gonna go to the hut. Old dirty bastard live and uncut. Not Wu-Tang Wednesday here. No, it's not. Interesting. My minimap has multiple judgment, bolts, and lightning. Oh, that's this one. I'll grab that another time. It's the blue one. Yeah, Ramu's come back. So what, this is the unicorn music? I have no idea. Is this the unicorn mount music? I really don't know. It is. Wait. Mender. Repair. Repair me. Dude. Thank you. Do. Okay, I really like that unicorn music, actually. Hang on. Let's go to our mount guide. Actually, kind of want to add it. On the left there. Friendless character inventory limit break. No, I use that one all the time. I use all of these except for probably journal. So let me move journal. I want to add that mount. Do. What about the antelope one? Is the antelope one any good for music? Greg, thank you. Oh, excuse me, Pastor. Thank you so much for the lurk, man. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Looking forward to your next stream. Good hanging with you today. This way, my friends. It's me, Yugiri. I don't know, man. She's got to have a little bit more of a badass voice than that. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorne Hut. If Roai is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there.
An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we've installed them around the city-states. In so doing, we've made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Roai would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason, I believe, that she's chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Alizin are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and catch Roai in the act. Okay. I guess so.
Okay, we should grab both of them. I'm gonna travel. Gwen has logged out. Awaking from the bed. Hello, everyone. Well, if it ain't San, the man who loves Black Mage and Tokyo. What up, dude? Good morning / afternoon. That was a really good tier list that you did last night, Ant, of the jobs. I very much so enjoyed it. I was telling people here, I was walking my dog for a lot of the tier list. It was really good. Really, really good. My people report that our quarry has departed for the bramble patch. The ivy returns to the gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Thanks, you Geary. Awoke from your slumber? Did you, Antokyo? You got any grand plans for the day? Or are you just chilling today, Ant? A level 14-ish fate? Level 17? Do we even have a job for that? Arcanist. I could switch to Arcanist just to do it. God, I haven't played Arcanist in forever. I don't even know what to do with this. This is Arcanist? Bro, I haven't played this in forever. Ruin? What was this class? Energy? Bro. It has been so long. Oh no. Oh, that's right. We have carbuncle stuff here on the... I haven't even looked at this. Okay. My God. I need to... You know what? I'm gonna just not do this right now. Because I don't remember anything about this. Oh, what is... Oh, my God. My God. I was so young. I was so young. Yeah, I was thinking, let me just do the fate here to just get the quick XP while we're... it's all gotta go. All gotta go. I'll get back to this. I'll do this off stream. Poor Arcanist here. Looking a bit like a clown, by the way. Time to relearn. Got lots of editing to do. Tried to spend some time with the lady, and then you may be on Final Fantasies. Nice, man. How did the rating go last night? Well, so much for this. Samurai. This one's gonna give us, what, the Ramu quest? Yeah, Lord Ramu has come back with a vengeance. Yeah, it is very fun going back and learning a class that I've forgotten completely about. I'm just gonna skip through all this, forgive me, chat. I'm trying to get through the main story quest. If this is just bringing back Lord Ramu, I'm good on that. It was good. You got one person amount. Great success. Going here. Who the heck is attacking me? Why is a level 4... Wow, Samurai doesn't kill level 14 in one shot there, huh? Oh, they level synced me to 22. That's why. Nice, Ant. Good job getting the mount. I knew you could do it. Arcanist is the only one I have available for this fate. Poor Arcanist. That's really cool, Ant, that you got someone to mount. That thing must drop very infrequently then. Just beyond, Rawai is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer. An imperial intermediary, no doubt.
This is it. With me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
My poor character. Getting that voice.
Okay. Flame Marshal Eileen Roai, you're under arrest for treason and espionage.
You were followed, you bloody fool. Oh, damnation. Others have been better. Ooh. Shinobi, bitch. Yeah. Look at you now. Bro, if she escapes, that's gonna be some bullshit.
You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try.
Bro, if she teleports or something, that's gonna suck. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers.
You would feign ignorance, then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there'll be plenty of time to say it later. Now, come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had.
How many new extremes are there?
I will offer you...
Hang on. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. 6 of them. Ooh. Oh, she's gotta be a villain, man. She just has to be guilty. I'm not... She's definitely guilty. I give her thumbs down. Joaquin Phoenix style and Gladiator. Thumbs down. 7, counting Monster Hunter. Even a warrior of Roai's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Yuna? Dog, I'm trying to get to Ishgard. So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you're eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not. My countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, you have been training in the art of the shinobi, have you not? The change in your bearing is quite evident, to me at least. I look forward to seeing you in action. Till next time, my friend.
Papa Limo.
Welcome back, Yuna. I understand that Alphino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? Charges of treason and espionage against Eileen Roai? I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I'm pleased to report that we've made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. As you may recall, Iceheart used the aetheryte in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva, using the crystals she stole from the House Fortem caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint. But if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first, we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we've been unable to ascertain the position of the aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Urianger, we've concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a situation. Joe, do you want your 100,000 gil back? I imagine that means very little compared to what you're looking to buy. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who's currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlayan. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I'm certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. A simple plan. Revenant's Toll, wait, that is where we are. Dear Lord, man. We've already been streaming an hour and a half. It feels like 15 minutes. I swear to Lord, man. This game, time she just evaporates. Just poof. Poof me, dude. Oh, is it we ready to, where is this person? Destination. Moenbryda. Time flies when you're having fun. You got it. Whisper, 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 whisper. Very Game of Thronesian right there, chatting in the courtyard, scheming. Bunch of schemers. Yeah, that is true, Ant. It is true. Trusif, Yusuf. Whoa. Look at her. Whoa, what a face.
Moenbryda, am I right?
Whoa, listen to this. Voice acting here.
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and to thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
She's tall. I like that.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Her face, though, that scowl. Why so serious?
Moenbryda is an accomplished Charlayan scholar and an authority on aetheryte technologies.
Moenbryda.
She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I did not expect her to reply like that, with a thumbs up. Charmed, I'm sure. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once then. We have much to discuss. Oh God, we're gonna be talking and talking and talking and talking, huh? She's I like her. I definitely, I was pretty neutral on Iceheart. Moenbryda looks cool. The height is very nice. That height on her, extremely nice. Close to finishing, which is the home stretch. Oh, thank God, man. Bro, this post-ARR content goes on forever, bro. Dude, we finished ARR so long ago, man. Joe, I don't know if you happen to see, but look at what we've been doing in my off-stream time. We got both tanks up into around 40, Ninja 33, and Lancer, Pugilist, and Archer in the 10s. So that's what I've just been doing, leveling quests and some roulettes maybe. Samurai 58, White Mage 58, and I don't really touch Black Mage or Red Mage anymore. And Blue Mage is level 1. It was really nice to hear Antokyo last night doing his job tier list, talking about a few jobs in particular. Dark Knight sounded very intriguing. Gunbreaker sounds really cool. We knew Reaper's pretty hot. We knew Reaper's very hot. Viper sounds awesome. I actually kind of missed the review somehow on Machinist. Pictomancer's beloved. Pictomancer's pretty high up. Scholar was that was very funny talk with Nero about Scholar. Very funny stuff. And Astrologian and Sage, I'm looking forward to trying these. Poor Antokyo and Dancer. Poor Antokyo and Dancer. That is just not a match meant to be. It's just America, the job. Oh my God, bro. Machinist loves a good barbecue in the free time. Personally, you love Machinist. Joe, do you like barbecues too? Machinist loves a good grill.
Moon! God, it's been ages!
Bro, barbecue? Oh my God, what I would do for barbecue food right now? Oh my God. It would be endless appetite. I would just eat plate after plate after plate. Give me some good wings right now. Oh. Okay, I'm hungry.
Oh, longer, sister.
Sister? Bro, what? Wait, they mean like blood sisters?
Joyous reunion indeed.
Holy shit, they do!
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
I'm Papa Limo.
Yeah, they actually are very different in appearance and attitude, aren't they? Well said, Papa
Everyone,
Lima.
If I could have your attention.
This is cool. I like this new. God damn, she's tall. Bro, death by Snoo incoming.
We have with us an
Dear
esteemed
Lord.
guest who has come from Charlian to assist us.
Charlian. Gonna grill some burgers for dinner? Bergay
I
says.
bid Moenbryda join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites.
Alright. Moenbryda's definitely got it going on. She's definitely joining Mount Rushmore with Minfilia, Nashu, Ishtola, and now Moenbryda. She's very different in attractiveness than the other three. This one here, imagine how much she could leg press. She could leg press me.
Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auricite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
And she's got brains too? And a strong heart? What's not to love?
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
I like her. She's nice.
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits.
That scowl's gotta go. But that's okay.
And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Uh-oh.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
Oh my god, this is too funny. I love this. Yeah, give it to him.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me.
She picked them up.
I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Like a typical nerd, girl touched him and brain broke.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit.
Hiding behind his fancy words.
Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
Bro, he is so unsexy with the way he talks. He's like a vat of cold water. Bro, he does no spice. No spice at all coming from him.
You still haven't found it then, your missing aetherite?
We have not. No.
English, motherfucker, do you speak?
We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon.
Oh, is intelligence supposed to be attractive now? Bro, he's... oh, God.
We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
Saint Shiva?
I'm sorry, but if the aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetherite.
I would definitely support the ship between Urianger and Moenbryda. They would look good together. He's got to let loose a little bit, though. His brain definitely broke, as Joe said.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
He's even more locked up now than now that she showed up.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate.
Beam me up, Scotty. I don't want to dissipate now.
However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern.
Yo, they gave Papalimo rosy cheeks up in here. You can absolutely see that.
Papalimo? Of course I have rosy cheeks. Called blood flow, damn it.
To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
Her voice actress, probably, definitely one of the best in the game, if not the best so far. Yashtola.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process.
Ouch.
They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Bunch of fools not having their white aura sight on
I can
hand.
use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the etherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand.
All right, that scowl making her look like a mad scientist right now. Little Rick and Morty vibes. Rick.
Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Jesus. Jesus. Hey, man, if everybody dies, at least they won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moenbryda's plan.
Moenbryda? What a name.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Okay, I guess we'll do that.
A simple plan, yes. The instruments of our deliverance. I've already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moenbryda described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you'll find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you've done on our behalf, Yuna, that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. And if I don't, at least I won't suffer. Moenbryda. Now, I don't think I can go to Ishgard yet. Chocobo me, dude. You know, while I'm here, I'm gonna do this. I don't want these here. I really want, what do I want there? My AoEs. I need my AoEs here, man. I keep having to switch and switch and switch, and then switch some more. I'm gonna put these here. And in hotbar 2, I'm gonna add the new stuff. Hisatsu, and Hisatsu. There we go. Guys, I keep having to switch from hotbar to hotbar just to get my AoEs. And I've learned it, but it's a bit cumbersome. Also, while I'm here, let me rearrange this. I want to move this down. Man, it is raining here. Good thing I got in all my walking for the day in the morning, because it's sounding like it's coming down pretty good out there right now. If I can hear the rain outside over the video game, it's probably pretty wet out there. Up here in New Jersey, all of our roads are white from the salt. Thank God it'll clean the car. it's raining a lot where you are as well. Good to see you, Yuna. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbear sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Eileen Roai in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion.
Gee, I hope I don't die.
Oh, it's, I don't remember. You can have your least used skills in the second tab, then your most. Yeah, exactly, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Yep. The Hisatsu skills, I don't really use much at all right now. And if I do need them, I can just call upon them when I need. I'll see how they work. Yo, Clipsy, what's up? Yo, we're doing some MSQ right now. Post ARR. Yeah, it's ready. What's up, Clipsy? How you doing, man? That reminds me of that song back in the day. What's going on? Big chillin' on Arc Raiders. Dude, my roommate was talking about that game. I'm guessing it's good. How much have you played of it? Do you recommend it? Because I really don't know anything about that game. It's amazing, it's addicting. Oh, I better stay away then. It worked, I think. I better stay away then. That's a good review right there. You got it 1 week before Christmas. Oh, what a good time to get a new game right there, Clipsy. Hell yeah. Try tuning to the... Wait, Clipsy, have you been streaming? Because I have not been... you have 6 days of playtime on it? Bro, what is that? Like 6 times 24? You're streaming right now. What? Streaming right now? Yo, that's wild. What's up? Thanks for coming by while you're streaming. It's a head scratch. How do you have audio? Damn, you have audio going right now while you're streaming. That's impressive as hell. Big salute, man. I hope you have a good stream. Are you streaming Arc Raiders? Or it must be Arc Raiders. Yeah, you said you're big chilling on Arc Raiders right now, yeah. Try tuning to the Aetheryte now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Yeah, that was kind of a dumb question I asked right there. You said you were chilling with Arc Raiders. What are you streaming? My bad. Sometimes the brain, she doesn't brain. Dude, I hope you have a good time. I hope you have a good stream, man. We've done all we can, Yuna. For now, let us withdraw. I've been too busy doing this voice acting here, Clipsy. It's making my brain melt. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we've created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Clipsy, I remember we raided you once upon a time, but I have not been able to catch any of your Final Fantasy streams. You were playing 14 last night for Final Fantasy Fridays. I see. Oh, damn. There he is. He is live. How am I not following you? I thought I dropped you a follow before. I know we raided you. I must not have dropped a follow. I remember we raided you once. Hell yeah. Do you do Final Fantasy Fridays on just Friday? No wonder I haven't seen you streaming, because I didn't have you on my list. My bad. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans, because I remember we even DM'd a bit. A little bit. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten... Hang on, I'm all distracted right now. Final Fantasy Friday. Yeah, Ant, sound familiar? Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moenbryda's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Ah, before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Aymeric. I am very impressed that Clipsy has audio on someone else's stream while he is streaming. That is very impressive. Yeah, dude, I could have sworn I dropped the follow before. When we raided you, I must not have, I guess. Weird. Madam, Sir Aymeric regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read to you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Yuna Yevon, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea. Your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Clipsy, I see that you're a relatively small streamer. Only 78 followers, so, dude, I'm definitely happy to drop more raids your way. Remember part of the game? Good times. Dude, how did Final Fantasy go last night? What were you working on? I seem to remember you were very high level. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Whoa. Yo, does anybody here want to do this? I think I have to do this amphitheater thing, right? Yeah, does anybody here want to... I think I have to do this, right? Confront Shiva. Anybody in chat want to join up or not so much? You're playing Shadowbringer Trials. Ooh, nice. That sounds cool. I'll give chat a minute to respond. Some of them might be lurking. If anyone wants to join up with Shiva, speak now or forever hold your peace. Still doing MSQ. Yeah, all good, Ant. All good, bro. Just wanted to give chat a little bit of time. Yeah, Ant, I get it, man. It's all good, Clipsy. Bro, it's all good, dude. Bro, I... do your stream, man. Do your stream, bro. Do your Arc Raider thing, bro. It's all good. We'll join up another time. Bro, Clipsy, I don't know if we're friends in Final Fantasy. My name? I don't know if this helps at all. My name is Yuna Yevon. As you can, oh my God, you can literally see that right here. But if you want to drop me an ad or a friend request, or vice versa, then we can be a little easier, you know. All right, I'm gonna go in with other players. It'll actually, you know what? Let me go in as a white mage because that'll go faster. Okay, nice. I see you there. Let me try and add you right now. Friend list. Player search. All right, first name. Now, I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, it does. I think the person needs to be online in order for me to add that person. I'm gonna add your name to my list. Make sure I check it twice. I added your name here. We'll have to request. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I was talking to somebody else. They were trying to add me, and I was not online, and they could not add me. So, what does this say? Okay, party bonus. Interesting. Next time I see you online, perhaps I will, oh wow, I did the wrong one. This is the one I need. Here we go. Oh, this is a, what's this called? It's a trial. Sick. That won't take long. Yeah. So we'll wait a few minutes as this thing pops up. You know, the partay. I'm tempted to watch your stream right now, Clipsy, to see what Arc Raiders looks like. Well, that didn't take long. Leave me be. Bro, my Chocobo just destroyed this thing. Go, Chocobo. Now, one thing I don't know how to do, Chocobo saddlebag. Bro, the Chocobo can hold items? I never knew that. Yo, Shiva time. Uh-oh. This ice heart right here. Yo, what is gonna happen?
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
Strike me, baby. Damn.
We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Wow. Oh, I'm so pumped to see what Shiva looks like in this game. The saddlebag is handy. Bro, this is sick. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Damn. That's what's up. Damn. Well, I'm glad I did not skip that cutscene. This is so cool. Shiva's gonna die. No. Bro, that is sick. Great music. I feel like I've seen some of these names before. Doesn't seem to be working. That's weird. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good, Clipsy. Clipsy, how did you get your name, out of curiosity? Is it from the hip-hop artist Clips, by chance? Because it's spelled the exact same way. I suspect it might be. Yo, this is sick. Bro. What's funny is you make music ever since you were 7 years old. Dang. Interesting. Do you have like SoundCloud or YouTube? Eclipse, then you changed it to Clips. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was listening. They come highly recommended. Like, there's a new Clips album. I don't really know them that well, though. We do a lot of old school hip hop here on stream. That's pretty much all we listen to here when I do Hearthstone, another game I stream. You say your name is Clips, the girls call me Clipsy. I like that. I like that. Hell yeah. Clipsy, baby. Yo, that's a great name. Holy shit, that literally is your name. Clipsy, baby. Hell yeah, man. Dude, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah, bro. I love that. I love that, man. Hey, yo, Clipsy, baby. Hey. I'm from New Jersey, so the Italian accent. Hey, bada bing. Yo, Clipsy, baby. Oh, shit, bro. That's awesome, man. I love it. Thank you so much for explaining that, too. Poor Ice Heart here, going down.
Fool.
Bumbleclot!
Blind bloody fool.
Bro, that's great. That's great, man. Goes bump, man.
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the
violence.
Mine is the righteous cause.
Uh-oh, she sounds evil. Man, I haven't heard that word, Bumbleclot.
In a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers.
In a long-ass time.
And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth.
Blinded? Hang on one second here. She tall.
Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded.
What's gonna happen?
Do not squander mother's gift.
She gets away? Okay, I didn't know if she was... I didn't know what was gonna happen there. Looks like she teleported. There's more going on here? This must be an Ascian, right? This guy.
And so the vessel withdraws. A predictable outcome.
What a voice.
Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
Very high-pitched. How unfortunate. He's up here. He talks up here. How unfortunate. By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravanians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, you say that's what you saw. I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough. I was only asking. So we beat Shiva. If you ask me, there's naught to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the rising stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you had best pay a visit to White Brimfront and speak with Alphino. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, You don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Oh, man. This game is very charming. We are over here. I mean, if a game is able to make me laugh based off of its writing, I'm a fan. I'll run a little ad right now while we're just traveling here. Level 40? Nah. Actually, hang on. Yes. Yes. Because I can be a tank right now just for some XP. I feel like it's lagging a bit. So, as you see, when I'm traversing the world, if I see a fate that's good for one of my baby characters, I'll just do it. Like, yeah, I'll take that XP. That way you don't have to travel. That way I don't have to travel out of my way to go to a fate if it's already there. So for these characters, when I level up the babies, been doing a lot of I do dungeons. I definitely have been doing dungeons. Been doing job quests and fates like this. And that's been good enough to level up a whole bunch of people. How's Durin there? Yeah, I don't really need to tank here. This is my first run through. Yeah, it is. First playthrough. Yes, sir. Yeah, I have never played 14. It's been really good. We're still in post-ARR, though. Taking a hot minute, you know? God, I haven't said that phrase in forever. Yeah, I've been loving it. Actually, you love mount hunting. We have 150 hours in the last, I don't know, 2 to 3 months here. So similar to you with Arc Raiders. Ever since I got this game, I've been playing a lot. Like pretty much every day. For the most part, streaming every day. Level 50 levels are a grind. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I want to get all my jobs leveled up. So I'm doing a little main story quest to progress a little bit, unlock a few more jobs, hopefully. In Heaven's Ward. There she is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory. You'd be so kind. Yeah, exactly, Clipsy. Takes a lot of time, but it's fun though. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life. It's funny, I'm giving this very fancy looking regal guy the not a very attractive voice here. But not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Yuna to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Aymeric. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva's no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. I,
There is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillmont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport, in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that, I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the House Fortem caravan? Less the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Ah, on an unrelated note, Yuna, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. I don't know what that delay was in my brain. We're over here. White Brim Front. Fronting it. So just an FYI, people, I'm gonna wrap up this stream in something like half an hour, because I do want to get, I'm gonna be very hungry at that point. That'll take us to about 3 hours for this stream. When I stream nowadays, it tends to be 3 to 4 hours. Keep it manageable, you know? I've been suffering from a back injury that has not been healing. I'm not gonna bother with this feat. My back, I mean, I lifted a little bit of weights. I got on the bike today and the back felt fine, which was good, but I'm not pushing it. That's a big reason why I'm not doing the longer streams right now. Because I want to keep moving, staying active physically, while still resting the back. What were you thinking, Yuna? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway, and then engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury, Yuna, 'tis the stuff of ballads. A battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Aymeric wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. What a word. Intercessory, me dude. How the hell do we get to this intercessory? Ah, here we are. Here we are. And Tokyo, if you're still here, this is the South Park voice that I was talking to you about in chat the other day. And I believe you said you might not be able to do a South Park voice. I beg to differ. I think you absolutely could. There you go. Greetings, madam. I shall show you in at once. I love that South Park voice. It's one of my favorites to do. Still think no?
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
For some reason, that voice has started to come more naturally, and I don't know if you're a big South Park fan, but if you know the Canadians, they always talk like that. I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. So that's kind of the recreation. I can't do Cartman or Kyle or like any of the main characters.
Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task.
That's all good, though. You do the voices you feel like doing.
From what
And
we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not
I should pay attention to this game, but Ant, I know you're doing Hollow Knight right now. The voices are very good that you do in Hollow Knight.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautolan.
Nautolan?
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment.
So I gotta make him sound a little bit not so much of a dope. I've been giving him this voice, pretty much. He sounds much more competent than the voice I've been giving him.
Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy.
Give me 1 second. I want to see, how's this dog looking on the cam? Just 1 second to check him out. Oh, the cliff cam. He's kind of in there. Not very well, but he's up there. All right.
You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
Amen.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We, too, have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
Dravania? Okay.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
That's a tough word. Midgardsormr? It wasn't Sormer.
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
A lot of MSQ here today.
Choose your next words carefully.
God, her voice is so good. They need to give her more lines.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not.
Good stock?
Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget. One born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart.
Man, it's cold. I'm wearing shorts. Was not a good idea. Chilly. Very chilly up here right now.
I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second in command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service.
Oh, she has a name, Lucia.
Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefon. If you would be so kind?
What a name.
Certainly.
Certainly. Orchefon.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
I need to go grab a blanket, man.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
I am freezing cold all of a sudden right now. I need to take care of that. Ugh. Got a little fleece here. I'm gonna go grab a little blanket from the bed. I might even move the Beagle cam, make him zoom in a little bit on him. Give me just 1 minute, chat. I'll be right back. Let me take a peek at this Beagle cam right now. Here it is. There we go. Right. We're back, Jack. Do. Okay. Game time. Bang. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Yuna, it is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. I guess I'm not at Revenant's Toll, eh? Where am I in the world? Oh, I remember this place. Where the heck was that? Where was that? Oh, that was in Kurthus. A fraudster in the forest. Yeah, that I can't get up there yet, I don't think. It was Camp Dragonhead. Okay, that was the name of it. That cat emote is nice. Are those 2 cat emotes? Those are nice. I like those. All right, this music is very peaceful.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole.
Hale and whole.
Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
A safe assumption.
Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
The summoner must be protected. Good old Final Fantasy references. I do that one a lot.
The team has assembled.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Boy, what a voice.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Oh, boy-o. He's right.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
Yeah.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role.
I mean, the Asians look to be behind
Few
it.
are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Her voice is so good.
Oh, pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Ida has a lovely voice.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you.
Scooby Bumbleclat? Happy Scooby. Look at that. Nice.
Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well.
Interesting.
If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
She did. She most certainly did.
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded, it would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Asians, and Midgard-Zoma.
Oh, fuck. My bad. I clicked. Did not quite want to do the click there. I forgot. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard-Zoma. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few... Do you hear that? The commotion outside? Would you see if aught is amiss? Oh boy. Last time this happened, we lost an ally. See what's going on. Yuna, 'tis well that you're on hand. We have a problem. Roai has escaped. It happened shortly after the immortal flames took her into custody. She'd been placed in a dungeon cell ahead for her upcoming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Roai quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castra Meridianum, I'm certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot upon Roai's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Bluefog and join the hunt. Let's go. I'm down to hunt. Just to give you all a 15-minute warning. I'm gonna wrap up stream in about 15 minutos from now. My thanks for coming, Scion. I've spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Roai walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not miss here. We have Roban's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. And as a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Roai must not be allowed to reach Castra Meridianum. Ceruleum processing plant. To the plant. We must go. No further, but to the plant. Yu Hase, that's the guy's name. I couldn't think of it. Uh-oh. Someone dead. Someone be dead. Who dead? This wretch was with Roai. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty, even to her own, the god's damned harpy. He spits. Nice. With me, Scion, we almost have her. Man, she gonna get away again, bro. She gonna get away again, dude. Can't hold her. Damn, that is a spear and a half. Uh-oh. Get that wench. Yeah. Oh, let's go, baby. Want her alive, kill the rest for Eorzea. Show off my samurai skills I've been working on. Slice and dice. Eileen the Razor. This is her. What are these? What are those? Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. That was also not what I wanted to do. Where's my limit break? My limit break, dude. Oop. Ah, man, I am doing the wrong things here. So much for showing off these skills, eh? This guy's gotta go. Not my cleanest work as a samurai here. Nope. Yeah, I was trying to be a little bit... Thanks, Clipsy. I was trying to be a little cleaner. I find that I definitely don't play as well on stream, actually. I don't know why. My brain... Oh, Jesus. My brain just does weird things sometimes when I stream. Like the whole muscle memory thing. Woo! I was worried we might actually fail that. It was taking me a while. Thanks, Clipsy. Gasp. Pant. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Good work, men. She and her imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of low? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we lowborn-ish guardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we're not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to do to survive. Stealing, killing, even whoring myself is no fault of mine if fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the Flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you the only person ever to have suffered. In case you've forgotten, Raubon himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. But never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. What a great response, actually. I do like that a lot. Although I do sympathize with her too, I have to say. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we're both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it's that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You'll return to Ul'dah to face justice, and the people whose trust you've dragged through the gutter. Getting hungry, chat. About 5-minute warning. I'm gonna wrap up stream, find someone to raid. Maybe we raid old Clipsy, baby. Not so much, is it? That was a Borat voice? All right, we'll do one line of Borat here. Not so much, is it? Is that a Borat? Not so much as a hint of remorse. Nah, it's not Borat. That guy gonna come get us? All right, let me just do this normally. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Roban chose his.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
This creep. Slime bag. With a good name. Teleji Adeleji.
Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while.
What a schemer.
Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Should definitely call him Littlefinger. Man, I am looking forward to getting some food. Ooh-wee. Endless talking here. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we've completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Rauban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Minfilia of all that has happened. I am aware that the antecedent held Royale in high regard. For better or worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. Ordona. Start looking right now to see who to raid. I see Lynn is streaming Alien Isolation. We played that game a little bit on stream, but never went back to finish it. We'll get back to Alien Isolation one day. There was nothing wrong with it. I just fell off. Fell off of streaming. Like a month around then. But since then, we've been very consistent. Streaming all the time. Like every day. For months
Welcome
now.
back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say.
She pronounced it like Wayu.
Together with Robon, Aline lent us much needed aid at the time of our order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat.
And it is Aline.
When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled. My thanks for coming, friends. Moenbryda, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls.
She's definitely a bit like Rick from Rick and Morty then, isn't she? Like, don't worry, Morty. You gotta trust me. Got this white auracite here. Apparently that's my Rick impression.
Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
And this dog is passed out behind me.
In addition to Auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Asian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
Maybe permanently undone if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether, okay.
The only only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be.
So I started
Without
blasting.
knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with Lahabrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as Lahabrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands.
Mine?
Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that you will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
Need to forge a blade of
well
ether.
And good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white auricite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
Good luck.
I'm
Go
going
do your
to
research.
linger a while, perform a few more tests on the auricite.
Break open those encyclopedias.
And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there then?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
She doesn't want to be left waiting anymore.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland.
Sharlayan.
You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Vow. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least.
Hang on. This doggy looks amazing from my point of view. How is he from yours? Yep. He's pretty adorable right now.
According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric
Yeah, I remember
of
this
reality.
isle. Yeah.
Aye. Yet the mystery endeth not with the isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the
Interesting.
rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
Well, we'll have to learn more over time.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the dark beings call the one true God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon.
Yeah.
If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Well, my friendos, Chatterinos is gonna wrap up the stream for now. I'm hungry. Up, little more. Cutscene, then we'll wrap up.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu. My right hand.
Bro, that's a name. I'm gonna probably call her Roi. I like that better. Huayu?
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald.
Bro, how is that YU? I see the YU. It should be YU in French then. That's tough. That's tough, man.
But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash.
YU?
We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Yeah, they're calling her YU, which is definitely not how it's spelled in French, though.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived.
But it's YU.
To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Yes.
Seven hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
She better not escape again.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
You got it.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
Oh, man.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
Boy, what a mess.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All right, Alfie. Good shadows up there. I like them. They look good.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them?
Good question.
Tankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monitorous scum. Your crimes will not go unpunished. Today I will purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12. I swear it.
Thank God he didn't get assassinated right after that monologue. Bang! Right in the neck, you know?
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Connie.
Ever since he proposed the Cardinal Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs.
That food looking good on that table. That's how you know you're hungry. I'm hungry, man.
Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
Even pixelated food's starting to look good from a decade ago.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly.
Nice music.
Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped, but as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own
Some
selfish
strawberries
ends.
on the table. Strawberry shortcake, is that what that is? Looking decent.
For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people.
I see cinnamon rolls in the back there. I'm hungry.
For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Roban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
It is Ul'dah. Okay. The pronunciation.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people.
Interesting.
Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
There's salad, soup, and dessert there. I wasn't paying attention to the food whatsoever. Want to grab a moon. Where be the moon? When I log out, want to make sure I'm in that safe zone. No moon. Where be a moon? Oh, there is a moon. Haha. Alrighty, chatterinos. It's been a lovely time hanging out with all of you. Thank you so much for spending some of your Saturday here. I'm not sure if I'm going to hop on stream later tonight. I am not sure. The answer is a maybe. Joe, you can't go. You just got back. Sorry, Greg. I'm hungry, mans. I'm a hungry man. Time to chomp. Clipsy's playing Ark Raiders right now. He was hanging out. He's got one viewer. Let's make it more than one. Oh, look at this game. Looks interesting. Thank you so much for hanging out, though. Fair, go eat. Yeah, I'm not sure if I will stream again tonight. I would like to. The answer is maybe. I don't know. I need to take down the tree. I want to get some food. And I don't know. If we stream later, it'll probably be that game Kenna, Spirit of the Whatever, for the first time on PS5. I'd like to just relax. It might be Final Fantasy. It might be that Kenna game. So, and Tokyo, Greg, Joe, everybody, thank you for hanging out. Pastor Greg, I know he's probably not here anymore, but thank you for the bits. Wastoid, thank you for the birthday subs yesterday. Take it easy, everybody. Much love. Have a great weekend. Peace.